What's up, everybody? Welcome. Welcome back. We're doing another one with SMD family member, the Scout. About to do one like we did last time. If you missed the show, you should go back and check that one out. I just called this one part 2. This was kind of like shooting by the hip. So go ahead and tell them about yourself, Ken.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm just a regular guy trying to do regular stuff. Well, trying to become and do incredible stuff. How about that? I'm just like everybody else out there on my way on the path, and I got somebody like LJ to help assist me. Hey, I feel like I can't be stopped. But other than that, nothing's going on in my life.
Mm-hmm. So those of you that do not know me, my name is LJ Young, and I'm a 100% debt-free motivational speaker and personal finance educator. I help people become financially free by helping them mathematically see outside what I call the debt matrix. And the debt matrix is a place where all the slaves live that finance everything that goes down in value, and they're still wondering why they're living paycheck to paycheck. They just can't figure it out. They're walking around unconscious. Unconscious means they don't trust math, and they don't know they don't trust math. So that's where I lived for the first 40 years of my life. Woke up, found Dave Ramsey. Dave Ramsey said, take the math that you learned in grade school, apply it to your finances, and you'll win with money and you'll be free, right? I did it. Now I'm free. Now I created SMD because I decided I wanted to take it even more. I decided it was a superpower because I could prove everything I'm saying. That made me different than anybody else on YouTube. Anybody. Right? And I made it real simple. Savings minus debt, period. All you got to do is believe the math and you'll be free. That's how easy it is. Okay. So here I am. Now I brought Ken back on. So I want you guys kind of can hear how we talk when we talk about subjects, so you guys can understand what it's like to hear two guys talk outside the debt matrix about the slaves within the debt matrix. Okay. This is just very important. All right. All right, damn, man. What kind of vibrate you got on your phone, man?
I know. Hold on.
Damn, I was like, you made me check my phone.
Hold on. Man, now the sound ain't right, man. I gotta stop getting them calls when I be on here. Hold on.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Dang, I can barely hear you. Hey, should I come back in?
Go out and come back in. Go out.
All right, I'll be right back.
That's all right, young girl. We'll do another one, man. I'm sure it won't happen again. Okay. And I'm not saying like, ooh, yeah, you better. I'm just saying, period. All right, we're gonna wait for him to come back in here. All right, here he comes. All right, your camera's on.
Can't have that. Can't have that. Can't have the people know who I am now.
You already turned it on. Turn the camera off.
Ooh,
all right.
Wait.
All right. We're back. We're back. Can you hear me?
Yeah, there we go.
All right. Okay. So let's just start this off. I'm going to tell you something, man. Kind of blew my mind. Right. All right. So what I've noticed working with clients that I know have student loan debt, I'll go and check their credit report, and student loan debt is nowhere on any of the reports.
Wow.
No student loan shows. Like, it looks like they've never had student loan debt, right? And I started seeing that more and more, and I was like, that don't make sense. I think they did it when they decided they were going to pause all the student loan payments and stuff like that, right?
Right.
I think that's when they did it, okay? Because to make it look like since they're paused, they just take it totally out of the minds of slaves, like they just don't no more existing, right? And I thought at the first time I saw it, I was like, damn, that don't make sense. Why would they do that? That shit came to me last night. This is why they do it, okay? If they pull their student loan debt off of their credit report, it will automatically increase their score, their credit score. And it'll also bring down their total debt.
Right.
Which would allow them to be easily approved for mortgages and shit and credit cards and car loans, all that shit, right? And then when September hits, Then they put the student loans back on, and then they're buried deep, way deeper than before.
Yeah.
And that's what I thought. Why would they want to do something like that? So many people in a short amount of time. You know how many millions of slaves are going to be jumping into that hole?
Mm-hmm. And you know what? It do make a lot of sense. It's genius, because here's the thing. Right now, they looking for a loop. You know, look, if you in a desperation mode like that, you looking for somehow to keep us afloat.
Yep.
See? So then you might go get credit, whatever you got to do to keep afloat, right? And, you know, not trying to be funny, but slaves, they don't think in a mentality. They don't think long term.
You know what they're thinking? You know what they're thinking, Ken? Oh my God, the student loans are off. I got a chance to get a house now.
Yeah. That's not good, man. And so like, but yeah, that I gotta give them. Now I ain't say whether it's right or wrong, like we spoke about before, but that is genius.
That's genius. That is because hey, check this out. I know for a fact that's what I would have done. I would have done that. Because
you know what, just came to, I don't mean to cut you. But it's on my head right now.
Go ahead.
That's like selling to the people that you got gasoline that's half the price, right? But they don't understand in about 2 to 3 years it's gonna like tear your engine apart.
Yeah.
So think about that. Now you can bitch and stuff about it, but at the end of the day, you still gotta do something about your vehicle. Bottom line.
Mm-hmm.
See, so in the long term, they gonna make out. Because you got to do something about a vehicle, period. See what I mean? What you going to do? What you going to do? Be a slave and take them to court? You don't even have money in your... Come on, man.
I know. They know that.
Right.
That's why they sell them. That's why they sell them warranties and shit. They'll sell them warranties. You know why? Because they know they don't have no money to fix it. So they're going to sell them another thing on top of making them finance the car. They don't realize... If you just buy the car, you always have your own money to fix it.
Well, you know what, LJ? I remember back in the day, man. Check this out, right? Back in the day. See, once you get in the mode like we be thinking, right?
Right.
So many things open up to you. Now, when you said that about getting the extra insurance or something, I looked that up, and most times out of 10, it ain't worth it.
It's not.
It ain't worth it.
It's not worth it at all.
No. And so like say you buy a fridge for $600, right? And let's say they say it's gonna last, I don't know what, 8 years. I'm just saying. Right. And that's what, 96 months. Okay. And let's say you pay $5 or $10 a month, to cover it. Think about how much. Okay, now I'll just round off to 100. That's $500 minimum. That's off the top of my head. And you paying $900 no matter what. So even look, man, if you got cost savings in your head anyway, if something happened to that fridge, you can always get you a used fridge, whatever, man. There's always options. But see, they already got you in the loophole already. And that's just a simple thing.
Well, you gotta remember, most of them can't get out of the financing. Those guys that pretend like, oh man, I gotta have me a new car every 3 years. What slaves don't know, most of the slaves that say shit like that, they're stuck.
Yeah.
Because they can't get out. They have to buy their way out of that loop, and they have no money. So they pretend like that they have to update every 3 years. No, you can't stop.
But you know what? People like us, we love that.
Oh yeah.
Because see, as soon as you drive it off the lot, it already depreciated.
Right.
And that's when that matter of fact, I think they said 3 to 5 year old cars are when you get your best deal anyway.
No, Ken, it depreciates when the slaves step on the lot talking about financing it. That's when it starts.
Right.
That's when it goes down in value.
Because you know what's going to end up happening? Most likely they ain't going to end up making the payments. So somebody going to get over again. See, the likelihood, I go by percentages, see. You have to go by the percentages say, and then you always got them people. Not me, because okay, you the outlier. I'm talking about the big picture. The percentages say either you ain't gonna make them payments, you gonna get in a wreck, something gonna happen.
One look at their credit report, they gonna see that. Hey, check this out, kid. Check this out. They know they have a slave. Slaves don't even know. You don't spend all day at the car lot to buy one car. 8 hours, you're gonna sit at the car lot for 8 hours to buy one car. Only a slave would do that. I'm gonna be here 8 hours. Yeah, just to get that one car. Yeah, wait 8 hours of your life. Hell,
Right.
they set up little kiddie pit play things over there for the kids and
Mhm,
shit.
mhm, yeah,
They be
yeah.
preparing themselves to be there all day. Are you insane, slaves?
You know
That's
what? But
insanity.
once again, they was genius setting that up.
Genius. Oh,
They might even have like a little mini fridge with water and,
yeah.
and coffee available. See, look, think about it like this: ain't none of that free. That's all in the cost of the car.
Hell yeah, they paying for it. They think they getting it free.
So you might as well drink that coffee. I'm just telling you.
Hey, you guys, would you like a water on us? They'd be like, yeah,
Right,
that's nice to them.
right.
They're not being nice. You paying for the water 3 times the price.
Oh, it's funny to me, man. It's sad.
Huh?
It's sad, but it's funny though. You get what I'm trying to say?
But you know what it is? It's their fault.
Right.
When I did that, when I was a slave, when I did that at a car lot, stay all day at one car lot to get one car, they would park it right up front so you could just look at it too as you're in there. So to make you just want to do it even more because you keep looking at the car they just parked there for you slaves. I wish I had known that.
And I'll tell you something else, man. See, when somebody, let's say you in that slave mentality and you don't even know that there might be better in life, right? Even if the fact that you go to YouTube, see, if you don't broaden yourself at least to even look at new stuff, like maybe YouTube and still looking at the TV, see, now your percentages will go up to find somebody that could possibly help you with some kind of issue you might be having. Right. But see, you're not even open enough to get off that TV to try something different. So in a way, I don't feel sorry for some people at these current days because shit, back when we were coming through the pipe, there wasn't that many options that was open to you like this.
Right. Like now.
So if you go searching, I say within 6 months, you should come up with something. If you truly want to take care of whatever your issue is, you can find the solution.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm finding though, man? And you tell me if it's true. I didn't really start taking off till I realized I actually owned myself now.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because once I got out of debt, right? Once I got to zero, I was like, woo, I got to zero, right? And then, but after I start going, after about a year into it, I was like, wait a minute, I own me. Yeah. Yeah. That shit changed my life. Once that switch clicked, I was out. That was it for me. That was it.
That's what I call them aha moments, Right. That's what happened to me because like I was still working, at the time. And, then when my stuff was getting direct deposited, I was kind of like, man, I ain't got that many bills now. See, all that money was just getting direct deposited. Right. And I started going, man, this stuff is starting to pile up a little bit. So what starts happening to you, you say, man, I can't just let this sit here. I need to do something with my money, so your mind starts working.
Ain't that crazy? I remember that.
It just automatically happens because it's like, why are you going to have, I'm just saying, throwing it out there. You got 10G just sitting there and it's like, what? You got to do something with that, man, Right. And once you get out of debt, you ain't thinking possessional stuff.
Correct.
You're thinking about, okay, how can I prosper? How can I take myself to the next level? And then when you start including everybody in your world, how can I take this and make it into a legacy? You understand? So see, then you start thinking, you think beyond yourself.
Oh yeah,
you're selfless. Like we ain't doing this show right now together because we selfish, trying to keep the information to ourselves. Come on, man.
Hey, and you know what? On that note, let me tell you what I thought about, Ken. And I want you to hear about this. Right? I said to myself, all right, I already know I'm different than anybody else on YouTube. Okay.
Oh, no question. Yeah.
But there's a lot of YouTube channels. So I said, okay, I have to figure out another way to separate myself from even the people at that level. And this is what, and a client helped me with this just today. He said, you know what? He said, you know what intrigued me about you, Linnell? I was like, what? He said, I'm watching all your content with all of this valuable information. He said, and you ain't even trying to sell me nothing.
Right.
That's what he said to me. He was like, and you ain't even trying to sell me nothing. And he said, it made me think. He says, how come this guy is giving out this valuable information for free?
Yeah.
I mean, if you come see me directly, it's not free. I'm just saying on the videos, right? For free. And then he's saying, and he's not trying to sell me nothing. I was like, ding, ding. That's what's going to separate me from the rest of the people on YouTube.
Well, I'm going to tell you, I'm glad you said that, because remember on the last show, I hope everybody go back and listen to the last show, because it's very important stuff. But anyway, if you listen to the last show, that's something we talked about last time when I first came across you. Because remember, I started like eating up them videos of yours back when you used to do the lifting and stuff, and the workout stuff. And each video, really, I'll be honest with you guys out there. I'm looking at all his videos, and it was quite a few of them, believe me. And I'm looking for the red flags. And what I mean by the red flags, okay, hey, is this dude don't seem right.
That's right.
And see, I went through every video and I didn't see no red flags. And that's when I said, I don't have to get in contact with him. I need to get in contact with him. Cause see, that's the type of people there's a difference in wanting something and needing something and having the mindset to know that you need it. You get what I'm saying? So you was the type of person I said I gotta have in my life, period. And whatever that takes, I gotta do that.
Man, we knew that from the first phone call. Like that.
It was ridiculous, man.
It was.
You know what it almost be like? It almost be like we came from the same DNA. Maybe we went to different countries, but it don't matter.
Right.
If you got that kind of DNA, you got the DNA. And once you tap into the DNA, it's a done deal.
A done deal. They don't believe that though, man.
That's
what I was thinking. Okay, this is what I'm thinking. I'm wondering why do they want to create slaves so fast? That's the next question I have. Okay, I know you're creating slaves normally with credit and stuff, but this window of pretending, making them believe that the student loan debt is no longer there. I mean, they went all the way into pulling it out of their credit reports. They wanted them to forget it so bad.
Right.
That means they want a lot of slaves in a short amount of time, because you got to think about it like this. First, this is what I believe. This is my opinion. Okay. When they did the first pause on the student loan debt, I think that was to see how well it was going to do.
Yeah.
Were they really going to forget about the student loan debt? Were they really going to start charging
a test run? Test run. Yeah.
And then that first one obviously was successful because they extended it.
Right.
So they're getting more, but I want to know why so many in a short amount of time. I'm thinking, what's coming?
Well, another thing is just like with the unemployment. People probably happy about it and all that, and it helped me because it don't help me propel me to get what I'm getting ready to do here. And maybe if I come on next time, we'll get into that deep, because I like people to know like where I progressed at. Because 3 years ago, buddy, I was hurt. You see what I'm saying? But now I'm getting ready to venture into entrepreneurship, and that's a real thing, But anyway, so with the unemployment thing, I think they using that for a tool, because the thing is, they're going to get that money back, because see, here's what's going to happen to the economy. Once people start, if we ever do get back or whatever you want to call it, okay, you still going to pay that in inflation. See, I hope y'all don't think this is free money. You understand? And these people that, hey, let's push up to $15 an hour. It don't matter what you make an hour. They just going to push the prices up.
Yeah.
It's irrelevant.
It's irrelevant, but they don't know that though. That's and they
love that they don't know that. That's what, man, I tell you what, once you become inside, you figure, I don't want to say we figured out the matrix, because there's a lot to the matrix, but we have an idea of the matrix. Once you get an idea of it, man, your eyes it's like every day you find like another little nugget.
Somebody designed this shit, Ken.
Oh yeah, this ain't
Somebody designed it. Somebody clear it. That's crystal clear. That's crystal clear.
Like with taxes. That was beautiful how they did it with taxes. Think about it.
Taxes are beautiful. That's beautiful.
Your social security number. See, we talked about this last time. Yeah. Those are beautiful. Man, I tell you what, that I don't think people understand the geniusness of that, because you can't get out of that. That's part of the matrix.
Like when you get out the matrix, you understand why you go to prison for tax evasion. Right. You understand, because if that didn't exist, if they didn't force slaves to participate, they wouldn't. So obviously that's the backbone. You can't fuck with that. That's why you can go to prison.
I got another one for you. That's a major industry, $billion industry. Go ahead and don't pay them child support.
Oh yeah, you're
Yeah,
right. $1 billion.
that might be worse than taxes, to be honest with you.
Oh
Go
God.
ahead and not pay them tax. Go ahead and not pay that and see what happens.
Big business. That is big business. That's big business.
Big business. It's actually real corrupt if you want to get right down to it.
But it doesn't matter. You put yourself
it don't matter. It don't.
You know what? If they got me, I deserved it because I put myself there.
Yeah. See, you know what? I'm glad you said that. You know what that is?
What?
I love using percentages. And the next one I'm going to use is accountability.
Yes.
And I'm going to tell you something. See, you're never going to figure out the debt situation until you first figure out accountability.
Sure is. You better believe it.
Because man, let me tell you, I done went through some things. We done discussed that before. And the one thing you got to do when you go through major things in your life is you got to be accountable for yourself. See, there might have been another person involved.
Yeah.
But it ain't, look, don't worry about what they did. You need to be accountable in that situation. If it didn't work out, you say, okay, what could I have done different?
Mm-hmm. And you know what's so crazy, Ken? I remember one time, this is back when I was in the debt matrix, in that courtroom, another case of trying to up the child support and stuff like that, right? Yeah. I'm standing there with my lawyer, and she's standing over there across with her lawyer, and I'm looking at the judge, and my whole financial life goes on every word that comes out of his mouth. I'm looking at the judge. That's how I'm looking, like I was in my own zone, okay? And I said to myself, I'm not supposed to be here. I swear to God, I was saying this shit in my head. I don't know why I was saying that. And now that I'm outside the debt matrix, now I understand why I wasn't supposed to be there.
It hit you like a ton of bricks, don't it? It hit you like a ton of bricks.
Oh, yeah. I put myself there. You sure did. That's why you feel like that.
See, I'm glad you keep saying that like that. I put myself there because see, that's accountability. If you listen a lot about if you really listen to what we're talking about, it really comes down to accountability again.
It does.
Everything we're really like we talk about the debt matrix and getting out of that and everything like that, right? Mm-hmm. Accountability, because see what had to happen before you got out of debt, you had to come to the mindset, I'm getting the fuck out of debt. You hear how I said that?
Right.
Because you got to be so focused. And that's got to become number one in your life.
But you got to know, Ken, you got to know you're a slave to have that kind of focus.
Right.
First, you got to know you're a slave.
In your heart of hearts, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
You get feeling in your gut. You get this feeling in your gut like, this ain't right.
Once you realize you're a slave, you're going to be like, oh, shit.
That's a horrible feeling, man.
Oh, man. See, I'm making car payments. Oh, sell that shit. How'd I get this house? I financed it for how long? Oh yeah, sell it.
You feel so what's the word I'm looking for? Helpless.
Oh man,
because that's what you are.
You are.
I hate feeling helpless.
And again, take a step back, Ken. Isn't it brilliant?
Oh, I'm a grown man. Think about this. I'm a grown man and I'm helpless.
That ain't even funny,
bruh. But on their part, genius.
It's absolute, man. That shit.
I've been married before. Think about that. I've been married before, served my country, had kids, and I'm helpless. Jeez, oh man.
That ain't even funny.
See, even a thought. Okay, let me tell you something. Even a thought for me thinking back like that, I'm not mad, but I'm to this day I'm going, how did I?
And you know what?
I fall for the trap?
You'd step out and say, I was depending on you the whole damn time.
Oh man,
you sure was. Yes, and the government's like, yep, you sure was, and it was your own damn fault. Right.
See, that's why you can't get mad.
You can't get mad.
You can't,
because they can say like this: did we actually do anything to you? You would have to say, no. I guess no. I did it to myself, right?
Because let me tell you something. I used to take paralegal up, right? And we'd have to go to courts and stuff, right? And now that I look back, it was funny. Because see, when you get on a stand, see, that's why I said ain't no gray in my area. I use the life as court. Because when you get on the stand, they don't ask you maybes and
Oh,
did you
no.
or did you or did you not stab him? Well, no.
Right.
Did you or did you not? Don't forget you're under oath.
Yes.
I think I did. No, did you or did? Yes, I did. Okay, thank you. That's on record.
Right. Exactly. But
there's nothing
again,
to talk about.
they don't know that. They don't know that.
See, when you sign for that loan, you on record.
Oh man. Oh, and you know what? To bring this up, this is why I'm going to get your opinion on this too. Those SBA loans. Okay. All right. The SBA loan.
Before you go any further,
what?
Because I'm gonna go. I don't know if you remember this.
What?
So see, when I got out of debt for the second time, my first thing was I got to get a house. I was still kind of trapped a little bit because I was
I think I remember you telling me.
Yeah, this is what I'm gonna remind you. And so something told me, man, I got to follow up with LJ on this one. See, because when you out of debt, you get a different instinct. Even something told me I got to get with LJ and follow up. We got to get another consultation in. So we got on the phone, right? And after talking to you, I don't know what you was getting ready to say, but that SBA loan is like the worst thing you can do.
Worst thing. And
I'm thinking, I'm a veteran. I'm getting that thing because it's cheap. No, see, now you go ahead and say what you got to say, but see, I had to throw that out there.
Now remember, for companies that know, it's not bad for them.
Right.
Okay? For companies with money that understand, it's not bad for them. But this is my point, the SBA loans. Why are they making it so easy for slaves that don't know?
Yeah.
This is what I don't get. Why they make, and this is the only thing I came up with. Again, it comes back to making more slaves so quickly. They want to make slaves fast because they know, because you got to remember, they already know who's going to scam the SBA. All they got to do is take one look at their personal credit report. That's all they got to do is take one look at their personal credit report.
It's a prediction into the future. Yeah.
And know they're going to scam it. They just red flag them. Okay, this person's in debt, crazy, been doing all kind of scamming shit. And then they approve the loan. They know they're going to scam them. They know when they get that money, they're going to spend it. And then when they come knocking on that door, they're going to say, hey, what's up? Where's that money? What you do with that money we gave you?
Right.
Oh, yeah, you didn't use it, right? Okay, so now what you want to do? You want to go to prison, or we're going to own your ass for the rest of your fucking life?
Yeah. Yep.
They're going to own. They're once they spend, because they're giving them like 75, 100,000 slaves that don't know shit.
Yeah.
They'll never be able to pay that back, right? They're going to own them because I highly doubt if you'll be able to bankrupt that stuff. So not only are they going to get the loan amount, they're going to get penalties and fees. They're going to be buried, slaves to death.
Hey, check this, right? That's like I seen the other day. They said the average credit score is going up. Now think about that. Think about that. Think about that.
The student loans are removed from their credit report. That's why.
But see, they don't think like that. The average person, that's good. No, that's not good.
Again, ain't that shit brilliant? Ain't that shit brilliant?
And see, here's another thing. Once your mind gets set to this, you start to find things like that more often. Right. You become more highly I was gonna say allergic, but that ain't. You become more highly sensitive to issues that's gonna affect you, and that can help you.
I swear to God, Ken, I'm waiting for a call from one of those people that know, because I know they know. I know they do. I know they do. And it's like they're gonna come across maybe they haven't found me yet, but when they come across the channel, they'll be like, "Oh shit, he knows."
Because see, you know what? To be honest with you, the stuff that is almost up there to where, like, I ain't trying to be, I know it sounds drastic, but like where the FBI would want to be like, hey, we just got to keep a tab.
Maybe.
No, because see, if you was to help a mass amount of people, that'd be a problem.
That would be a problem. I'm gonna swear to you, I don't want to change it. Okay, it's perfect. It's perfect. It's perfect.
Yeah.
And that's like me talking. I put it like this. Even me talking about this, I equate myself to that would equate to if Jeff Bezos saw my video, he'd be worried about me.
You
know what I'm saying? That's
well,
how
it would affect his bottom line.
Because also I believe this. They know people can't hear us. They don't care. They know slaves can't hear what we're saying. They don't know that.
But they already know. That's why they would be on the low key, because they know the percentages is that the majority ain't gonna figure it out anyway.
And I don't want the majority to figure it out.
No,
I don't.
Because that would mess the whole game plan up, to be honest with you.
I mean, think about it. If they knew what we knew, credit card loan debt wouldn't exist. You know what I'm saying?
No loans.
Or student loan debt wouldn't exist. They probably you hear a slave hear us say that, you know what they'll say? What the fuck are they talking about? That wouldn't exist.
Right. But they got 3 loans out.
Right.
And that's what I was gonna follow up with you. I remember wasn't it yesterday you did something on the student loans?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. That's why I started.
Yeah, I didn't get that. Yeah. So what was up with that? Because I heard something about where they were saying Biden wanted to get rid of 50G, and I'm like, that he ain't no way they're gonna do that.
Oh no, I wasn't talking about that way.
Okay, I was gonna say they get rid of 10G.
You know that's propaganda.
You can forget that. That'd be foolishness. See, you know what that would do? That would take them out. That would hurt their bottom line.
Right.
Come on. Right. That'd be foolish.
No, that was one. Hey, think about it, Ken. $1.7 trillion. You think they're going to just let that go away?
You can't do it. You can't do it, man. It would ruin the economy. Can't do it.
I wouldn't want that.
Well, I'm going to tell you, here's my feeling on it, because I dealt with that. I paid some back from my son.
Right.
Okay. But that's why I had to go get out of debt twice after I was already out of debt. And that was all cool, because it just really what that did with me getting rid of that money that quick as I did. That was, well, let me see, 5-figure situation, right? And so you remember I got that done with quick, see? And all that did is reconfirm what I already knew. So I'm not saying it was good I got in debt again, but all that did is reaffirm to me, I know I can do this, see? And so my thing is, if they did abolish student debt, to be honest with you, that wouldn't be fair, man. Because the reason I say that, if there was people that wanted to go to college, but they didn't take that route because they said, hey, I ain't got the money. I'm going to have a regular life, whatever. Okay. That would actually go against American, or I don't even say American. That would not be right, because then you got people that went to college, don't have to pay for it. And to me, that's kind of a head start as far as, if you use it properly. So that would be a bad debate amongst the Americans.
See how you went to that? See how you went to that whole scenario? And I know that will never happen. So don't even worry about that.
Oh no.
See how you said, man, that would be unfair. Don't worry about that, because it's never going to happen. Okay, you letting your mind go somewhere that's not.
Yeah.
You're going in Wonderland somewhere. They ain't they're never going to free that many slaves. Okay?
You know what that'd be like bringing up. Hey, you think we're gonna get reparations?
Yeah, exactly.
Now, stop it. Stop it.
You know what I think though? I think they throw shit in there to keep them confused.
Yeah.
Thinking that stuff has anything to do with mathematics.
Yeah. Right.
None of that stuff ain't got nothing to do with mathematics. Nothing. Even when I had a couple people say, yeah, man. You told me you learned from Dave Ramsey. I said, yeah. He said, well, you cuss, and Dave is, he's religious. I said, first of all, I don't believe in religion anyway, but whatever he believes in is his business. That whatever religion he is, that has nothing to do with mathematics. Nothing. Math don't care what religion you are. It's just 1 + 2.
Yeah, what I equate that to? I'm going back on my sports again. Mm-hmm. That's like 2 running backs to make the Hall of Fame, but they don't have the same running style. It don't matter. They in the Hall of Fame. See, you getting caught up in, oh man, he run it. Well, at the end of the day, they in the Hall of Fame. You ain't. Well, that's cruel, man. That's the fact. See, ain't no gray area.
So crazy too. I think about this. This is fucked up, but when I see like slaves that are into sports, right? Mm-hmm. They'll know the pay of a player down to the detail with it, and then you turn and ask them, but do you know how much debt you're in? They won't have the slightest clue.
They really won't.
They don't, you know how much debt you're in, but you know how much that dude make? That you'll never make that much. You just want to go, by the way, you're never going to make that much ever.
And the
Ever.
beautiful thing about it,
how much debt you're in.
the beautiful thing is they can go probably about 30 minutes on why shouldn't he be making that money? Think about that, man. I mean, for 30 minutes, just rambling. That's not good, man.
No.
See, okay, look, I believe in energy too, see? That's why you ain't going to catch me like getting in arguments too much, because at the end of the day, I'm not going to stand there for 3-4 minutes, and more or less we're going to be at the same. I'm not wasting my time, man.
Because you got to, but you see, but you got to remember, when you don't own yourself, you don't know how valuable the time in your life is.
Yeah, you're right.
Because when you're in debt, you don't own, they don't know they don't own themselves.
Mm-hmm.
But until you own yourself, you be like, oh shit, time is the most valuable. It's like this. This is what happened to me, Ken. It's like when I stepped over and I woke up and said, oh shit, time is the most valuable thing on earth. And like something said, yeah, motherfucker, you know you're gonna die, right? It's like, yeah, motherfucker, you did know you was gonna die, right? Yeah, of course. Duh. Now get your ass out here. And then look what Amazon's doing.
Yeah.
Look what Walmart's doing. And you've been back here fucking around, and look what they're doing. You've been down here with slaves and shit. Look at Walmart. Amazon's all over the world. What you doing? Paying car payments? Come on, let's go.
Hey, check this one. This one hit me too while you was talking, right? Now you tell me if this ain't right or wrong. Now we both cognizant of color, because you gotta be. I mean, don't be silly about it. But see, once you get to this mindset, color is so low on the totem pole. See, when you start thinking like this, you're not thinking in color, and see, your mind is so.
Oh, LJ, 1 + 1 doesn't equal 2 because you're black. Wake the fuck up!
Yeah, this is what I'm saying, man. I mean, you what you do, you concentrate on things that are more relevant,
right?
Okay. Now, there, of course, there's certain situations because of your color. Whatever. I'm not getting into all that, and I don't put a lot of stuff into that no more.
Your time, man.
Because see, here's the thing: if somebody is trying to, how do I say it, affect what you're trying to do because of your color, it don't matter. Because see, the way I look at it, okay, you might have could have helped me, but I'm just gonna find somebody else who's gonna help me. It don't matter. See, once you have a goal. And you so focused, and you ain't, just like the debt. See, I'll talk to somebody before, and they asked me certain questions. And they asked me, have you ever mastered anything? And I was like, no, I don't think so. After talking to me, they found something I mastered. And maybe I'll get into that down the road in another show. But
no, we'll talk about that.
Yeah, and the bottom line is, what he told me is, do you not understand? Another aha moment. Another aha moment, because what he told me, he said, Ken, do you not realize once you master one thing, you can master other things? You just implement how you mastered that and apply that to something else. Do you know that sounds so simple, but it blew my mind. Why you think I'm getting ready to do entrepreneurship? Think about that. Sparked my head, bro. See, once you can do something, just like the debt.
Yeah.
See, and once you can apply that mastery and just apply it to another thing, you might have make a couple of trinkets and changes here and there. But once you've accomplished something like that once, of course you can do it again.
So let me ask you something, because I don't think I've asked you this. How when did you break the 40-hour work week cycle?
Ooh.
Yeah, when did that break for you?
Let me see. More or less when I got on here on unemployment.
Kind of.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, kind of like, knowing that the 40-hour work week is fake, right?
Oh,
it's a program. That's what I mean.
Oh, shoot.
Knowing that it's a program now.
Yeah.
Like,
that must have been about, I'd say about 2 to 3 years ago. About 2 to 3 years ago. Okay. Because I was always wondering, like, there was hints. Because any job I've ever had, for whatever reason, it either I was put in or I got to a leadership position. You understand? Within whatever I was doing.
Same
And
here.
I've always been take charge kind of person. That's just, you know what I'm saying? I ain't bragging. I just did
it.
it,
Just
right?
is. It just is. I know what you're
And
saying.
so
Same here.
here's the thing: when it was starting to get to the point where whatever job I did have, it wasn't fulfilling me. I felt like I can't reach my ceiling.
Oh shit, that sounds the same. Yeah.
Yeah. See, but when you say it to
saying too, man. That's scary.
Oh man, like when you talk to somebody that they don't understand what you're talking about, they always try to come with jokes and stuff, you know. Oh man, okay, look, man. See, I don't. To be honest with you, the inside that kind of pisses me off. Cause see, the thing is, I ain't got time for games, man. You understand?
Right.
I don't show it to them, but I get kind of pissed because what you really trying to do is trivialize what I'm about to accomplish, and what I figured out. You trying to trivialize that. See, then I can't get mad.
Does that still go through your mind today?
Huh?
Does that still go through your mind today? I mean, do you still?
You mean get mad at them?
Yeah, like does that
no. That's what I was just getting ready to explain. Okay. You can't get mad at them because they don't know what they don't know.
They don't know.
See, they still in a baby stage. They still pooping their diaper. You know what I mean? So
most don't even know.
That's what they don't know that they don't know.
Right.
So how can I get mad at them? That'd be almost like when I had my first son. He might be 6 months old. I'm trying to tell him about financing. You know, come on, man. That sounds ridiculous. You see what I'm saying? He don't even know 1 + 1 yet. But I'm trying to give him finances about housing and come on, man.
Yeah, that's
way over his head. See,
that's and you know what's so crazy? Imagine a person in the game, in the real estate game, with this knowledge.
Oh,
right. Slaves wouldn't even understand anybody.
You know what that would be? That would be like that would be like doing
it'd be like cheating.
It'd be like 3D.
It would.
You can't lose.
You can't lose. You get in the real estate game and know this shit right here. Man, the game is done. You're done.
It don't matter. You know what? For me, if I was doing that, now see, look, you better hobo Ken don't want to be the bad guy. But you know the ultimate thing for me, if I had you as a customer, as long as I see approved, we're gonna make it happen.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know, matter of fact,
with this knowledge. Oh, you mean this person with this knowledge selling cars?
That's what I'm selling homes or something like that. You're done. If I want to flip this is bad, because I'd be like this. I see the approved come up, they sitting in the office. I'm gonna say, oh my goodness. Today ain't only my lucky day, it's your lucky day. They can be like, what's up, Ken? I'm gonna say, we're gonna get you in a house.
I couldn't even do it.
I know I could, but if we wanted to be like that, we could do it. Come on.
No one look at their credit report. It tells them right away they're gonna get a subprime mortgage, and then they turn to them with the same note and say, we can get you in this house, knowing that they can't.
You know what the slave would have just said? You know what the slave would have just said after you said that? What kind of steak did you want to put on the grill for me, sub? What? Prime, what was it again? Come on, man. See what I'm saying? Ooh. They think you talking about putting a steak on the. Wow.
But Ken, think about it this way. I was just thinking about this too. Now, this has got to be a masterpiece. Okay, really think about this one, man. They convince slaves that it takes 30 years of their life to pay off one house.
Yeah.
That shit, when I sit back, I imagine a fucking Picasso painting on the wall. The first edition Picasso, and I have it. It's in my house right here.
Right.
And I would say, that painting ain't got shit on this.
You know what the beautiful thing is though when you think about it.
You know why? Because you can't paint it. Because you can't paint it. That's why.
Well, I'm thinking about the loan, bro.
Draw it on the board. Draw it on the board, Ken.
I'm thinking about the loan though. Check this, because I'm thinking about back history with me, because I messed that up for closure. But listen, what I'm saying is, when you get the loan, you be so happy. Okay. And the thing is, they don't even pressure you to try to buy it off early. They want you to do it like that.
Mm.
You understand? They're not trying to say, oh man, Ken, here's the concept that you can pay it off in 10 years. Oh no.
Oh, they wouldn't tell you that.
No, they don't talk about it. No, no, no.
Well, you got to remember, slaves don't hear that. All they hear is monthly payments.
Yeah.
They don't care how far you stretch it, Ken. See how you're going wrong way. You're like, hey, they're gonna be like, I don't even know how many years 84 months is. See, that's why they put it in months, Ken.
You know what? After you said that, you know what some beautiful words would be if you selling something to somebody. Well, here's the payment plan we got for you. Oh, that's a beautiful thing.
It's
That's
business,
a beautiful
baby.
thing.
It's business. I get it. It's business.
That is beautiful, though, man. Here's the payment plan we got for you, and then you willingly sign for it.
Hey, check this out, Ken. They're saying this is how they say it. What if they said it like this when they sold them a car, right? What if they said it like this? Hey.
I don't mean to laugh, y'all. It's just, oh man.
Hey, if they could say it for real, right? They say, hey, slave, listen.
Right.
I'm gonna have you finance this car for 7 motherfucking years.
Yeah. Now wait a second. What was the original price though? You got to throw that out. The original price.
The value of this car to you is $30,000, and I got it for 10.
Right.
I'm selling to you for 30. Okay, and then you're gonna finance it. And it's never going to be worth more than it is today, but you're going to keep paying on it for 7 years. That's what you're going to do. Are you willing to do that, slave? Sign right here. Congratulations. Lord. Oh, your monthly payments. Oh, $450.
Oh, no, this is even better when they go like this. What can you afford? Oh, no, man. That ain't good, man.
And Ken, why they even ask that question? They've seen their credit report. They know they can't afford shit.
You know why? Because they're going to have two options. Mr. LJ, you can either pay $200 a month or $300. I'll pay $200. Oh man, 200. You shouldn't have done that. See, if it sounds too good, that ain't good. That ain't good.
They don't stop and say, why are those two numbers different? That doesn't make sense.
That's $100. That's a lot of money.
$100 difference? I'll take the Roar one.
See, but when you see it for what it is, I can't keep saying this enough. That was a beautiful game plan. It was Picasso.
Look at Picasso. Hey, check this shit out. Okay, I live down south now, right? And car lots are big down here. There's a lot of car lots down here for some reason, right? It's just really everywhere. But anyway, I was driving by a CarMax car lot, Ken.
Oh, them things are huge, ain't they?
They look like a goddamn football field.
Yeah, man. I heard they're humongous. Yeah.
I was like, are they killing it? They killing the game like that with slaves? Oh man.
When you see car lots like that, because I seen one, I was going somewhere and I was on the freeway. It had to be like, I don't know, man. It just.
And who you think they selling to? Slaves. That's the only way they can get that big. That's the only way.
You know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of a conveyor belt.
Yeah.
Of slaves. When you have that mass of a car lot, that's a conveyor belt. As soon as you bring one in, or two go out, you can't keep them on the lot fast enough.
Hey, I gotta tell you something I did too, because I didn't even tell nobody about this, right?
This is an exclusive, y'all. This is an exclusive.
It's exclusive, right? But I didn't really do that's nothing big, right? I said to myself, okay, I got to see what the fuck CarMax is doing.
Yeah.
I parked up into the park lot. They got it's all nice and clean. They keep the grounds clean. They make sure they stand off the way from other used car lots, right? They keep their shit
business.
Good, right?
Good business, yeah.
You walk in the door, they got these desks set up right to. As soon as you walk in, they're on you. Bam. Right? It's like you are not leaving here without financing a car. We're gonna get you in this car.
Yeah.
And the word, they was like, hey, can we help you? Hey, step over here. We get you. I said, hey, no, I was just coming in here just to look. That's it. They were like, oh, okay. Nobody's ever said shit like that, right? And then I said, okay, all right, thank you.
Hey, they probably felt uncomfortable.
I know.
See what I mean? What's he trying to? What's going on here?
Is he checking us out? What?
Right.
Like, nah, I just want to go. Nah, man, I'm not a slave. I just came in here to look.
Is he a secret shopper? What's going on here?
Right. It's I think it's I just, again, back to the student loan thing, man. I just think, and the SBA fraud shit, because they know they're going to commit the fraud, Ken. They know it. So I think to myself, okay, why are they putting that bait out there like that? Because they make it so easy for them guys just to make up businesses and then sign up for loans. They make that shit easy. I'm thinking, why are they making that shit so easy? Oh, they want to make slaves. Because once they take the money, that's it.
Yeah. Once you sign up, like I say, it's over.
They don't really understand that once they take that money and spend it, they own them for the rest of their life, Ken.
Yeah, because you'll literally go to jail one way or the other.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
One way or the other.
Prison or pay us for the rest of your life, slave. They're gonna pay, they're gonna choose to pay.
I'm laughing because, oh man.
I mean, think about it, Ken. That's what they're saying. You pay
they got you.
You're dead and you do whatever we say, or you're going to prison. Your choice. Which one you want?
But you know what just came to mind? What I would call mobile slavery. Ooh, there's a new one. Mobile slavery, that credit card.
What you mean?
That credit card, that's that mobile slavery. On the go. Yeah. Because every time, oh man, that credit card, see? That's that mobile slavery. See?
Oh man, that's good luck with that.
That's the worst one there.
Credit cards. Good luck with that shit.
It's so easy, see? Oh, I want that. Boom. Mobile slavery.
But think about it, Ken. Really think about it. No currency exists for slaves. None.
No.
Even the money in their pocket. No. Okay. Here's a little deeper. Okay. Check this out, Ken. I was thinking about this too. I believe, and this is my opinion, I believe like 96% of people in the US are in debt. Okay. I believe that. Okay.
Oh yeah. One way or the other. Yeah.
One way or the other. Right. So imagine, so that means all those people don't have any money. Okay. They don't have any money. Right. So imagine how many of those people are investing in the stock market.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Because they don't know the stock market couldn't exist because they don't realize they are the stock. So imagine how many slaves investing in the stock market with money that doesn't exist. Can you think about that? That's so easy to manipulate. You could just see it because you know what slaves will do. That's not even fair.
I heard a lot of them, the first stimulus, that's what they was doing.
What?
They was putting the money in. Yeah, a lot of them was putting it in the stock market, but not even having, check this out. But they didn't even have
stock market.
But they didn't even have any prior history to know what to do in the stock market. You might as well went to Vegas. I mean, come on, man. That ain't even funny. I mean, here we go with the percentages again. That ain't good.
That was part of the program.
Right. See, they got your money right back.
Give it right back. Oh,
come on, man. Come on, man. That's not even your profession. People are on the stock market. That's what they do all day. The percentages say you're not going to beat them.
But it even goes for that because you got to discount the professionals that are in debt that work in the stock market. You got to remove them too because they don't even count either. They don't even know they don't even count.
Oh yeah.
And then to me, I'm asking, who does that leave?
Well, I'll tell you something right now. There's always that debate about good debt and bad debt, and I do believe there is good debt. But here's the thing, though. Okay. Just like when that COVID-19 went down, or whatever you want to call it, I say COVID because I don't want to get nobody in trouble. But
you're about to confuse slaves with good debt now.
Yeah, but this is the truth. Well, this is what I'm going to say. No matter what you're doing, you always have to have a backup plan. So some people that had businesses and stuff got pissed because, the incident that came up, because I don't want to talk about it like that, but that ain't normal. That was something that came out the box. But see, that's what you have to have planned for stuff that's like that. See, now somebody might say to me, well, that's easy for you to say now, but no. See, with my mindset, I'm going to have backup in case something happens anyway.
Right.
You understand? See, you can't live no other way because see, here's how I think about. You know how I keep humble? I'm not going back to where I was.
Right.
So I'm going to put every safety precaution in because I'm not going back.
That's
That's
not
why
even
I'm
an option. That's not even an option.
no. That's why I'm glad I went through what I did to get where I'm at, because I appreciate where I'm at, and I'm not going back.
Can you imagine that, Ken? Imagine going back to the 40-hour work week
Uh,
bullshit. Oh hell,
and
motherfucker,
you
no.
have to do, and you have to do it. That ain't no option. You
Woo.
have to do it. Man, that would be. I'll tell you
Dread
what, man,
Monday,
that wouldn't be a
then
good thing for me.
Tuesday, and then Wednesday. Woohoo! We're halfway. Oh
Right.
hell no.
And remember, I think we talked about this. Once you know that you ain't a 40-hour type mindset person, then it's like the little things at work. Like somebody, like one of your bosses, hey, come here for a second, Ken. And in your head, you like, motherfucker, what?
How you talk to me like that? I ain't your son.
Yeah, who the hell? Right.
We're at work. You say, hey, Mr. Young, can you come over here, please?
Right. And it might even be like a hand gesture. Hey, Ken, come over here. Like, what?
Yeah.
Hey, you come over here. What?
You don't notice that shit when you're in debt. You just run on over there like the boss said.
Yes, sir.
No, I'm Mr. Young.
Yes.
Okay. Can I come over there? Yes, I can. All right.
Oh my God. Check this, man. I think I told you about this, right? So with me doing, the entrepreneurial route, and I have to talk, various different people that have different type of jobs, because, you got to get tax attorney, different things. And the way you carry yourself, man, because you know how we be, hey, man, we be on time, poignant, and very professional. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, a lot of times I'll be talking to somebody and they'll be having me laugh and they be like, man, Ken, how long you been doing this? I said, I'm just starting out. And they be like, man, you be on point and stuff.
Right.
See, I appreciate them saying that, but I don't know no other way now.
Correct.
There is no other option.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And not trying to be funny, LJ. See, we got a late start. Now, hey, look, I ain't mad about it. I'm thankful my eyes was open. But see, I can't afford to make no mistakes, bro.
Especially when you can see it.
Oh yeah, that's not gonna happen.
That ain't gonna happen anymore, Ken, because you can see everything now.
Because see, at the end of the day, if I make a mistake, see, me and myself gonna have another conversation again. I'm gonna have to hold myself accountable. Now, Ken, why did you get that money to that person? And see, I can't Dutch and dive. I don't know. I shouldn't. Well, you better figure it out. See, you have to talk to yourself. But see, you can't Dutch and dive.
But accountability. Again, when they don't own themselves.
Yeah.
There was no way for them to know, even though you could walk up to a slave and say, hey, slave, you do know you're going to be dead one day, right? You're going to die, right? That means time is the most valuable thing on earth. Do you own yours? No? Then you better get started.
Yeah.
Or you're going to die a slave.
Like, check this out, right? It's funny because, like, once you have this mindset, like, okay, we in our 50s, right? And we realize we got a late start with this. But see, once you get this mindset, your age is not even.
Well, we think it's a late start.
Yeah.
Hey, universe, that's Ken. Universe, that's Ken saying it. That ain't me.
Okay, hey, but check this though. But check this. Right. But check this though, right? You something. But what I'm saying is, I don't even look at my age when I factor things. Either I'm gonna do it, or I'm not gonna do it. I'm not. It's hard to explain, man. You can't be cognizant so much of your age. You don't make decisions necessarily on your age. What I'm saying is, if there's something you want to get, you want to do, you want to go, let's say you want to go back to college. You got a good formula for doing it, and it might take you 6 years and you 48. So what? You still got another 20 years probably.
So what?
So what's the difference?
Nothing.
Because see, what you're doing is, I go back to this again too. Your quality of life. So now you don't have to go back to college if you don't want to. Right. But then your quality of life, you're stuck where you're at. Now, I'm not saying college is the only option, because there's a plethora of different options to help your quality of life. And that's what I'm venturing into. But people might say, I only got 20 years. I don't know about you, but I'm not going to be stuck like this for another 20, where I want to have more options. I look at money as it affords you options.
It does.
I don't care about money, so to speak. I really don't. It's a tool for you to utilize. That's all it is.
It's a necessary tool that you need to function in the United States of America. Yes.
Yeah, that's where we live, right? So that's the rules. That's the rules.
I see. This is how I see dollars. Oh, I need this tool here in the U.S. Oh, okay, cool. I go to Canada. I just go. Oh, I need this tool for here. Oh, okay, whatever.
Right.
Same thing. It's hey, does this system still run on debt? Yeah. Okay, cool. No problem. I'll figure it out. It's gonna be easy.
Right. See, that's how fluid you got to be. You can't let like obstacles overwhelm you. Like if I go down the street and my car stops, I'll try and get it over to the curb.
Yeah.
Okay. See, this is how quick you gotta think. Get it over to the curb. Okay. Yeah. Then from there, I might sit in the car and think real quick. Okay, I know I got roadside assistance. Let me check the car first, see if I can see what might be wrong. Okay.
That happened to me last month. I think a couple months ago. That exact scenario.
Thank you, bro. See, you got to go about it in an approach. Don't be all like out of control, man. Calm down. Think things through. See what I'm saying?
I don't know if I told you this. Like I was taking my girl to the hospital. She had a very important appointment. Right. I drove my truck.
I heard this one, but I want to hear it again because it's great. Yeah. It's great.
I had to go across this whole big bridge to get to the other side to where the hospital was at. Right. As soon as we start driving, I heard a pop, and then I lost my power steering, and I already automatically knew. I said, "Damn, that fucking serpentine belt broke." Right, but it got us all the way across the bridge into a safe area to park. She had to walk a little bit, but about 15 minutes. She still made it to her appointment. You know what I said? I said, "Okay, cool. I got AAA. It's a beautiful sunny day. I'm not on the bridge where it's dangerous."
Wait, before you go, but wait, before you go any further, why'd you get AAA?
Just in case.
Why'd you have that? Why'd you have that in the first place? you get what I'm saying? See what I'm saying?
Just in case my truck broke down.
That was pre-planned.
You're right.
See, somebody might say, "Oh, what's the big deal?" Now you see what the big deal is.
Yeah, you see.
Because had you not had AAA, buddy, that would have made the situation a whole lot worse.
You know what I did? I told them where I broke down, and due to COVID, they got me a taxi. They had a AAA shop that they towed my truck to. It was just and then I needed a rental car. They sent me on an Uber to go to the rental car place on them. Well, it looked like it was on them, but right. On them. And I was like, damn, that's why I got AAA. Made the whole, I could have went out, oh my God, this car broke, man, this piece of shit. I didn't let any of that happen.
But see, if you didn't even have roadside assistance, see what I mean? That would have through that there would have been a whole different level of problem. But because you thought things
you don't let it overtake you, though. You don't let it overtake.
See, that's what I'm saying. See? And doing these pre-planned things are a lot of the things that keep you calm throughout the day. Because no matter what comes your way, for the most part, you got most of it covered. You understand? When you driving around without insurance, you might think you cool, but in the back of your head, no, it ain't cool. Because if you hear a siren, you got to look.
Sure do. Yeah.
You have to. See? Remember I said quality of life. These are the things that
you think about it, Ken. You think about Ken. Driving without insurance is financial suicide.
To me, it is. The percentages.
That is financial suicide. Ooh.
See, this what look here. Some people might say this is crazy what I'm saying, but the little that you pay for insurance, for me, is worth it.
Oh, it's worth it. But see, this is the problem though. When they finance cars, they have to get full coverage because that's what the bank requires on their shit.
Right.
They don't realize when you own your own car, you get to dictate your own insurance.
Right.
You don't
at a discounted price. Check this out. And plus, when you got the car, you even got a discounted price. So the discounted price, what I mean is, let's say that car 3-5 years, you done already got it on the blue book because you got the cash. You know how we gonna roll. Right. So the money that you even pay for that gonna pay for the insurance. Think about see what I'm saying?
I do.
It never ends. It never ends. Once you start being in this type of mindset, you never lose. You hardly your your losses are minimized. How about that? See what I'm saying? The percentages are on your side.
You're talking about that phantom income, basically.
Yeah.
They can't see that.
I believe in it. Well, you're never going to see it if you don't get out of debt.
Well, they can't. They mathematically can't see it.
Yeah, yeah.
You can
And see, that's
like,
a big.
See how you're talking about it right now. There's no way for them to. Put it this way, Ken. I promise you, it's no way for them to calculate what you're saying.
Right.
They don't even know the formula to do it. They're like, what's that mean? How can I calculate something? They can't calculate something they don't know exists.
Well, see, if you keep saying that to them, they're going to get pissed. You know what I'm saying?
Then they have to wonder like this. If they get pissed, they're like, what am I mad at? I have no idea what he's talking about.
Right. Yeah. Like, okay, like, you know what I'm getting? I'm keep getting this stuff from my phone provider. Hey, 0 down on a new phone, because I pay on time and all this stuff. You get the new 5G for free. I mean, get out of here, man. See, this is what I'm talking about. I don't know new phone. What are you talking about?
Okay, let me ask you. Hold up. Freeze right there for a second. How can they legally say that?
What's that?
How can they legally say, "Come get this free phone" when it's not? They know it's not free. But how can they
that's right. Yeah, that's put into the budget. Ain't nothing free. But they like saying that.
Listen. How can they say that out loud? Like, hey, come get this free phone when it's really not free. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
How can they say free? How can they tell them free when it's really not
technically
free?
They shouldn't be able to if you really think about it.
Because
that's got to be in their budget.
I can't be.
It's got to be in their budget. Yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Okay, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because like any business, that's part of the budget.
Right.
But they promote it like that because they know they're gonna make more than what they put the budget in for that.
Well, yeah, you're going too deep. Okay. I understand
right.
business wise. I understand.
Yeah, I shouldn't even went to that level. Yeah, you're right.
Don't go there. I know exactly it's business. I totally understand why they're saying, but I'm just saying, how can they legally say that?
No doubt. Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
You technically shouldn't be able to do that.
And here's another one. I know it's kind of off, but here's another one. I don't know how it's legal. How is it legal for them to roll negative equity from a trade-in car into a new car loan?
I always thought about that.
How is that legal? I don't get it.
Yeah, because that should be two separate things. Like,
but
yeah.
That doesn't. I'm like, okay. They're already going to be upside down in financing the car in the first place, right? Another loan which has negative equity and put it into the new one, which is going to. It's like now they're so far underwater. I'm like, how is that legal? I don't get it.
Well, check this out. I had a partner of mine, right? We talking on the phone, and he said he refinanced his house, right, for a lower, and it was lower cost. He got some benefit. And then he said, man, this is, a little bit back. He said, and I don't have to pay for anything for the month of December. Now, see, once I heard that, that's not good. I didn't tell him that, but that don't make no sense.
No.
They're not giving that to you for free. They're making you feel good. But you're paying for that month, brother, one way or the other.
But they think they're not.
But there was no reason in bringing it up to him because I've already threw the seeds of no debt, right? And he ain't ready for it. So why bring that up? You understand what I'm trying to do? It was irrelevant.
So they just, what they do? They probably just add those months inside of the loan.
Well, that's what they did. That's what they did. He got a refinance, right? Let's say he owed, I don't know, 30G, I don't know. And he got a lower APR, okay? But then
lower than other slaves?
Right, exactly. It's really irrelevant because see what he should have done and said, yeah, I want to pay that month. You see,
but they already knew he wasn't.
Right. Because to him it's like, wow, that's free. Right. No, it's not free.
Well, they really believe they get free phones, free iPads.
Yes.
It's like, no, that's not free. That's you're paying for that. And you're paying.
But once again, LJ, you have to say that is some. I'm telling you, and you're doing it at your own. They're not forcing you to do it.
Right. Imagine this. Imagine, which we'll never know this, but imagine how much it really costs Apple to make one iPhone. Can you imagine?
Oh man, it can't be that much,
Oh,
man.
it's not even that much, not even close.
There's
I bet
no way,
it's not even
man.
close to $100. I think it's the
It
way
can't be. It can't be. It can't be.
they make millions. There's no way it's over. Not even. I think it's less than 50.
The profit margin is off the chain.
Off the chain. And you know what else? And you know what else, Ken? They're making phone prices so high, it's going to become normal for slaves to finance phones because they'll never be able to buy them in cash. Isn't that shit brilliant?
Bruh,
That's brilliant.
them things, okay, like the one they was offering me or whatever. Well, what are they, like 2,500 now? 3,000?
Like
I've
15,
seen,
they're getting close to 2,000. They're getting about around 2,000.
Come on, man. Come on. Unless you own like you better be doing international business to have to do something. You get what I mean? That the only way I can justify a phone like that is if you like a Fortune 500, you got to do international stuff that I don't even know. That's the only way.
Well, I mean, if you up there anyway, you know you ain't paying for nothing. You know slaves are paying for everything.
Right. I didn't want to go there because
they're paying your taxes, they're paying for your cars.
That's a write-off anyway, yeah.
Oh yeah, all of it.
Oh yeah. But for the average person, what I'm saying, you don't need that phone.
Nah.
There's no way.
But
and if you just playing games,
hey man, step on the outside, look at Apple. Isn't that brilliant? That's absolutely brilliant.
Oh man, yeah.
It's magnificent.
What do they call that place where they do that? That's in Seattle, right? What do they call that?
You talking about Amazon?
Campus?
Amazon's in Seattle.
Is it Amazon or is it Apple where they have all them people, the tech area?
No, Amazon is in Seattle.
Oh, is it? Oh, California.
Apple's in California.
Yeah. What do they call that place? Dang, it's like a campus.
I know what you're talking about. I don't know if that facility was built or whatever, but I know what you're talking about.
But that's where they got they supposedly the best people they got there, you know. The who's who, you know, of making new stuff, you know.
Yeah, you know what? I look at those guys though. I kid you not, Ken. I look at those guys and be like, God.
Well, you envy them in some ways.
I'm that far behind. That's what I say to myself. I am that far behind.
Oh yeah, the creativity that they came up with that's you have to give it to them, man. I mean, I'm in awe of it, you know, because the thing about it is so simple.
But
it's so simple to the average person.
Talk about though, you know, they don't say that their parents taught them that. You know what I'm saying? Right. They're like, oh, look at Elon Musk, he's a genius. You know what I say? Who are your parents? Did they teach you? What they teach you?
Yeah.
Because this is once you know that, hey Ken, once you know this knowledge right here, this is going to your children. Believe that.
Some people got to understand too. That's a learned trait.
Yeah.
That ain't something you're born with. Because I'm going to tell you something. On the average, I don't believe intelligence is that on the like how they try to make you feel.
Yeah, it's not like that.
Intelligence, no, man. There ain't that big. There ain't that big of a disparity.
It's not like that on TV. It's not like
ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way. So you telling me the dude that's making what $50 million and this guy making 50 G, he that much smarter? Nah.
Right.
That's almost an impossibility, man.
Right.
Now I'm not mad at him, because I'm sure he put the work in, but he had others come along to help him get to where he.
Hell yeah, you better believe
he ain't that intelligent.
Sure did.
That's why one thing I noticed probably about 10 years ago. Whoever I'm working for, I remember one time I was working somewhere, and the owner of the place, he called me over. Right, this is like 10 years ago, before I even got to where I'm at now. And he was like, hey, Ken, right? I act like I didn't hear, see? And he said, Ken, because we was around machinery, I act like I didn't. So he come over, he said, hey, Ken, you didn't hear me? I said, hey, how's it going, Mr. Smith? So I played the game, see? And then we started talking, right? Make a long story short, I was talking to him for like 25 minutes. You know why he come ask me? He said, we got done talking. He said, I really appreciate the time you gave me, Ken. Right. The reason he asked me questions was he heard through the grapevine that I had some ideas about some stuff. Right. Now, after he left, everybody's like, hey, man, what was you? Because they scared of him, more or less. See. And I wasn't scared of him because I already knew what my mindset is. I was always an entrepreneur. See, we talked about this.
Right.
Okay. What he's doing don't make me frightened or nothing. I'm not saying he ain't a nobody to me, but I am him. I just didn't have the opportunities.
Exactly.
No, I just didn't have the opportunities given to me in an early age. That's all.
Exactly what I say. You're right. I
He ain't no better than me. You understand?
Exactly.
So then he would from time to time come talk to me on the floor, right? But see, this is what happens. After a while, you go, why is he asking me all the time?
Because he
saw. See, you got to start thinking, why is he come? There's 50, 60 people on this floor.
Mm-hmm.
Why is he asking me? See, then you start getting a little frustrated and pissed off because you're going, I don't belong here. See?
That's right,
because
man.
You was born with that,
same, man. They're the
you was born with that DNA, man. It's in you. Yeah. You don't belong amongst the masses.
Sure don't. You're right. I remember being at work and everybody why they always want to know what the fuck I'm doing.
Right. Yeah.
You know, who's his girlfriend? What she look like? I'm like, I don't worry about other people's relationships.
Right.
Why
you ain't got time. Right. Even back then, you didn't. See, we already had it in us, man. We didn't know how to cultivate it. That's what it was. We didn't know how to cultivate it. We didn't know how
to. Though it kind of irritated.
Yeah. Because you know what? Check this out. You know, I'm kind of a funny guy. You know, like when we put it this way, when I first started this last job I had, it was during the summer when I started. So, you know, I got to know everybody, and, you know, I'm pretty good at doing jokes and stuff like that. You know me. So I have a crowd. We be laughing it up. Then after a while, because you got to think, I've been at that job 4 to 5 years, right? Mm-hmm. And about year two is when stuff started going in my head. Think about it. The process has started. I was like, there's something ain't right here. Right. I got to step it up. I got to start changing. Okay. So then I start going to my car at lunch, eating my food in my car, listening to downloads and being isolated.
Damn, that's crazy.
Because I'm going, you know why?
That is crazy.
Because here's what happened, man. Here's what happened. I enjoyed my time with the fellas, laughing and all that stuff, but it wasn't getting me nowhere. Do you understand what I'm saying? My time was valuable. You understand? So when they would come over, they'd be like, it kind of irritated me when they came over to the car, because then I had to stop I download stuff to listen to stuff at lunch while I'm eating my food.
I remember that. God damn, that's crazy.
So they would knock on the window. I'm like, because see, now I got to stop what I'm doing. That's my food. Yeah, man. See, they don't, but then you got to change up. You got to change up because you don't want to scare them.
You got to put the mask on.
Yeah.
Hey guys. Yeah.
Right. It's true, man. It's true. Ain't that the truth?
Wow.
That's some weird stuff, man. And then as soon as they leave, I'd be like, yeah, I can put my stuff back on. See what I mean? Because it was feeding me what I needed to know.
And you know, when you say you go through that, I remember it started kicking in on me when I was like driving to work one day. Okay. I still remember one day I was driving to work, and this is when I got debt free, right?
Right.
I'm still working a year. Okay, because it was still programmed in there.
But your mind was open. Your mind was open,
right?
Yeah.
And I'm driving to work, but this particular day, my drive to work really, really irritated me really bad.
Yeah.
It was still the normal traffic that I was normally dealing with. You go at this time.
I'm laughing because I already know.
This light is long. You better get to the turn really quick because you're gonna all this shit goes to the brain, right? But this day, I was like, damn, look how much time I'm sitting here at this light.
Yeah. I knew you was going to say that.
And then when I got to the corner, the particular light took a really long time. But this time, I really focused in on how long that light was sitting there.
Yeah.
I was like, that is a long time. And then I make a turn, and then there's traffic. And I started to say to myself, man, I've been in this traffic for a very long time.
Yeah.
Even though I didn't pay attention to any of it before, that day I was. And then I remember pulling into the parking lot of my job, and I looked at the building like this, Ken. I said to myself, I got to be in there for 8 hours.
I know.
And then I said, then I come out of the building, then I'm inside. It's almost off of work. And then I looked down at my car because I had a window, and I was like, now I got to get back in the same thing that I got here in traffic.
I know. Yep.
It was bothering the shit out of me, man. I said something ain't right.
Let me tell you something, LJ. See, once you start, you might not know what's going on all the way, but you start getting glimpses. Little stuff would irritate you. Like, say I pull into the to where I work, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I start seeing the people walking in. And I would just look at them and I go, and this is no disrespect, but I go, I'm part of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
You get what I'm
I do.
That's who I am now.
I do.
See, you can talk all the stuff you want, but if you with them, you with them.
Yeah, you with them.
I'm with them.
I had to have some big ass balls, Ken, in order for me to break away from being them.
Yeah,
I had to quit my 6-figure job, Ken.
Yeah, that was big time, bro.
Oh, that's big balls right there, baby.
Yeah,
that's
that balls. Yeah, you in the top 10% on that move.
With no backup plan or nothing. Just
right. That's top 10%. Yeah, it is. In America? Hell yeah.
Had I not done that, I wouldn't know about this.
Right.
I wouldn't have known that.
Yeah.
There was no way today I could sit in traffic twice a day, 5 days a week. There's no way. There's no way.
You know, that's just like, okay.
I would add up that time, Ken. I would add up all those minutes and I say, this is all the time I couldn't do something all week. All this time I couldn't do nothing but sit in traffic.
That's like, okay, look here. I look back, okay, and I was supposed to have a meeting today with one of my coaches, but we delayed it to tomorrow, right? And it's funny because some of my fellas, you know, that I've been, you know, kind of with, you know, we would get together, and it's funny because, you know, I'm progressing with some things, right? So I would try to divulge certain things I'm doing, like, you know, hey man, I got a coach now. And eventually it would get, how much you paying, right? I would tell him, man, you paying. See, here's the thing. And then it comes to this. I hate to say this. Yeah. But it gets to the point where you either gotta love them at a distance. Yeah. Okay. Or you gotta cut them loose. Because here's the problem. Here's the problem. When you discuss those things, you're bringing up those matters because you want to have similar discussions. Right. Okay. I'm throwing those things out. So people that are going through the similar thing, I want them to maybe say, hey man, maybe you might want to try it this way. Yeah. You're looking for enlightenment. Let me ask you something, Ken. Before you asked them that question, did you know he was not awake? Oh yeah, I blew it. I should have known better. You knew he was not awake, right? Right. Yeah. And see, and that reconfirmed it. You understand? Because see, once he went like this, yourself to know. Here's the thing, man. Okay, another thing. I'm talking business wise now. Right. One thing I had to realize is that you have to invest money in yourself. Correct. To advance. Now, the entrepreneur thing that I'm into right now, I found a coach that's been in it for 20 years. Okay. Now he told me what the fee was. And I'll be honest with you, I feel like already I done got my money out of it, just with the knowledge I have. Okay, I like hearing that. No, because see, what that did is it cut a lot of. Now look, there's gonna be mistakes. Of course. I'm just gonna tell you. But what it did, you gotta feel the lessons. You don't forget them. You gotta feel the lessons. Yeah, and but it's gonna minimize a whole hell of a lot of mistakes that I would have had. And I got him for security. If I have a question, see, there's a network here. See, now I'm going to go back to the conversation I had with my other partner, and I love him to death. It was 3 of us there talking, right? Now, how am I going to talk to him about that? That ain't to down him, but there's no need in having that conversation. Correct. Because, you know, that don't mean he ain't smart. You can't talk to people that don't own themselves. No. They don't own themselves. So they can't understand what you're saying. They can't. And he's very capable, believe me, but he ain't willing to do what it takes. He just ain't willing. Right. You understand? Or he just don't know. And like I tell you this, even if you know the knowledge, everybody ain't frontliners, LJ.
Yeah,
See,
you're right.
there's levels to this stuff, and what I
I
mean
know
by that is,
I know I'm a frontliner. I do know
oh,
that.
you are, and I'll tell you what. Okay, I'll tell you what. I already know you are, but I'll tell you what gave you the verification when you leave a 6-figure job.
Yeah, yeah,
Come on, man. Come on,
yeah.
man.
Oh yeah.
That alone told me you put the money on yourself. Now,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's
you
my
have there ain't nothing to talk about.
Hey, that's big balls, baby. Big balls right there.
No, I got to give it to you, man.
It took me 20 years to build that career, man. And I said, I quit.
You know what? You know what some people would do to be in that position?
I know, right?
Come on, man.
Right. Right. Because they
Come on.
think
They could work all their life and not get there.
I not got, you know why? Because they think, you know what's so crazy though, Ken? They think 6 figures is a lot of money. They think it's a lot. Look, have you paid attention to the channels on YouTube? They always talking about 6 figures.
I know.
You got to get in a relationship that somebody makes.
Yeah.
They don't know. That means absolutely.
I ain't worried about that stuff, man.
Their career title, where they work, if they're a doctor or lawyer, that don't mean shit.
You know what my mindset is? I determine the rules.
Exactly.
See, now some people that know me, they go, man, you arrogant. No, I ain't arrogant.
No, you ain't.
See, you know what it is? Ain't no gray area.
No.
See, people like to live in the gray area because, see, you can sit on the fence. You can bounce to the left sometimes. You can bounce to the right. See, when you go on the route I do as a frontliner, because I'm telling you guys out there, have you met me? You know I'm a frontliner. I don't bounce. Ain't no bounce. People that know me, they know ain't no bounce. That don't mean I'm not a nice guy. But when it comes to business,
right?
When it comes to making decisions, ain't no bounce. Either you on the
time changing decisions, time owning decisions.
Check this, LJ. I'm gonna tell you like this: either you with Ken on the Ken train or you're not. There ain't no. I don't think they heard me. Either you're on the train or you're not. Oh, can I get half the train? No. Well, I don't know if I can. Okay, then. When you're ready, let me know.
You know what I've been concentrating on?
What's that?
Full acceptance.
Yep.
And when I mean by that, I mean, like, say, for example, you see something in a person that you know is not good for your peace. You know it's not.
Right.
To look at that and because you gotta move away the love out of the window. You got because love will fuck up the logic, right? It say you could see that person showing you something, showing you who they are. You can either accept it, or not.
Yep.
You gotta see it because it's happening, right? And where I'm at now, it's with anybody though. It's acceptance, right? There, especially with people. If they show me how they are, I don't care if you did it out of anger, it doesn't matter.
Right. That's irrelevant.
There's certain things I just don't do, right? I don't care. That has nothing to do with
anything. And here's another thing: you can't use drinking for an excuse.
No,
I don't want to hear that because see, here's the thing: it still came out of your lips, whether you was abbreviated or not.
Yes.
Accountability. See,
accountability. Sure do. You're right.
No, see, no gray area. Hey, are you people out there listening to this? That we're using the same words. Accountability, no gray area, percentages. This ain't difficult. It's a mindset. It's a lifestyle. See? So a lot of times I was talking to my son the other night. I like to bring him up a lot because I'm making sure I tutor him because he ain't gonna have to go through some of what I had to. But anyway, I go like this.
Is he listening?
No, but he listened to the last one and we talked about it. See what I'm saying?
All right.
And so like, but he had me laughing because he said, man, Dad, you put some of my stuff out there. Cause remember I was saying like when they was coming through the pipe, I had them do an hour of math and an extra hour of reading on top of their homework. That's why they got to be an honor roll. See what I'm saying? Because see, anything you want to be, put it this way. I don't want to say if you want to be on top of whatever you're doing. Right. What I like to try to say like this, I used to coach and I say like this, I'm trying to make you the best you can be.
Correct.
That's all we need to concentrate on. Now, if you match yourself out and you come short of being in the top 10%, ain't nothing to be mad about. You did the best you can do. See, the goal ain't necessarily to be in the top 10%. The goal is to maximize you. And then the chips fall where they fall.
They got to own themselves first, though.
See that? See? See, when I said about the accountability, see, when you fall in life, you have to start taking accountability.
You know how hard it is for some people to take accountability, Ken? That's very hard.
That's the biggest step. That's the biggest step. Because you have to accept what you did wrong, and you have to mean it, and you have to mean to improve it too. Yeah.
You can't lie to the universe.
No. There we go with the universe. I love the universe.
You know, I was just saying this, Ken. I said this in I don't know if it was our video or a previous one, right? Can you still hear me? Because somebody.
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right. I remember, you know, when I was younger, I would fool around on the person that I'm with, right?
Right.
And of course, you do it in secret, and you think you're getting away with it, and then whatever, right? What I didn't realize was this: I was the only one that needed to know I was doing it.
Yeah.
Because once I did it, it's in my head, so now I'm emitting a frequency. I don't know because it exists now.
Yep.
Because before I did it, it didn't exist, so I didn't have to think about it. But when you do it, you cheat. The only person that needs to know about it is you. And then you start emitting this frequency, right? And then all of a sudden your partner, for some unknown reason, starts looking around for shit. You know what I'm saying? They normally didn't do it, but right now they're like, let me check so-and-so's phone this time for some pop-up reason, because usually they're emitting something.
Yeah.
That's how I always got caught. Let
me tell you something.
Because I did it. That's why I got caught.
I'm glad you brought that up. Remember we was talking before we came on air, and I told you I was going to send you something. Well, I'm glad you said that, because it referenced what I'm talking about. It's called the iceberg, right? And I seen it on a movie one time. A few days ago, the few movies I get to watch, I took time out. And in the movie, this guy had this iceberg on his computer, right? And the guy said, "What do you got that iceberg up there for?"
Okay.
And he said, "That's the truth." He said, "What are you talking about?" He said, "The iceberg." He said, "People see on the surface."
I know what you're saying.
That. You know where I'm going, don't you?
I saw that.
Yeah. He said, on the surface, people see your success.
Sure
he said, but only you see underneath the iceberg and what it took to get to that success.
Exactly. People don't know.
See?
They don't know.
So somebody might see, let's say down the road when I become successful, or when people's eyes what success means, right? You see how I spoke that into fruition, right? Because it's going to happen. But anyway, I try to stay as humble as possible, because I want people to understand the road it took. You understand? And I can't get into specifics right now. You know, that'd be more like maybe if we do the SMD family thing, I might try to do something more. You know what I mean? Something a little bit more. I don't want to get into individual personal things, but the things I had to give up to get where I'm at right now. Wow. Remember, like I told you, you got the stamp of approval. Yeah. I got it too. Because you got to be willing to give up, man.
Yeah. It takes some balls, man. It takes
some balls. There ain't no getting around it.
I remember when the universe was telling me to quit my job, because it don't give you a reason, right? It just says go this way.
Yeah.
It don't tell you what's over there. It just says,
and it's a real dark alley. You can't see.
It's really dark. There's no light.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
No.
All you do is hear it. Because right now it's like I see the sun in my shit right now. Okay.
What you saying? You going on faith?
I already know. I already know I'm headed.
Yeah.
I already know I'm headed.
Yeah.
It's just, man, it takes balls to. I'm glad I listened, because if I didn't, we wouldn't be talking, Ken.
No.
SMD,
we would have never connected. We would have never connected.
SMD didn't exist. You know what's so crazy too? Now I know this is kind of off topic, but you know, as a man, as you grow up, you're programmed by other niggas that think you always got to be fucking bitches, right?
Yeah.
Fucking women, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to do none of that.
Yeah.
That's not, none of that shit is true. None of that.
That's not manhood. That's not manhood.
You know, honestly, that shit slows you down.
Yes.
You know how, if I didn't listen to that, you know how, okay, check this out. if I knew what I knew today and I didn't listen to any of that, you know how fast I would have been a multimillionaire?
Bruh, who you telling?
Oh, man.
I
Oh,
guarantee you by 25. Hey,
oh,
and that's being the long haul. That's the long haul.
I wish somebody would have just came up to me and said, hey, Linnell, you don't have to be out. You know how these dudes be saying you got to be out here.
Man.
You don't have
Wow.
to do any of that. That's a lie. That's a lie.
Yeah.
If you want to be a multimillionaire quickly, don't do any of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Because let me tell you something. I'll give you the shortcut. As guys, if you can't learn money and women, you going down. You hear what I said? If you don't learn women and money as a man, you going down. That's the truth.
They just you got. I mean, but the whole thing, man, you got to own yourself first.
Damn it, man.
Damn it, I didn't know. Ooh,
yeah,
that gets me. I ain't gonna lie. Every time I try not to go back there.
No, I get you. But see, actually, I'm gonna tell you something, LJ. Though that past history like that, that's what fuels us, though.
Yeah.
Think about it. On my bad days, I'll look back and go, but look where you at now.
Right. Yeah. You got to look at the good. You do got to pay
attention. You like for instance, you got a relationship right now, and I can tell that you committed because I can just tell.
Right.
Now, look, man, you know what I'm talking about. You wouldn't have that woman if you were still doing what you was doing back. You just wouldn't.
Correct.
You'd have a woman, but you wouldn't have that type of woman. Exactly. Quality.
Exactly.
Anybody get quantity.
Mm-hmm.
See?
Exactly.
I go back to the same thing I was saying before. Quality of life. And see, that's not just your financial. That's your holistic. Your health, your financial, your relationship, networking, all that's. See, but once you
got to tell them though, you wouldn't accept anything less.
Oh no, the standard. Right? It's too late now. I can't go back.
There are no exceptions.
I can't go back now.
No, you can't. You wouldn't say, hey, I'm going to just ignore all the rest because she has
No.
You might not even have sex with her.
Because you know what you can lose.
Exactly.
Screw that, man.
Exactly. Because you know that's going to cost you the time in your life.
Bruh. I don't even want to say the whole word, but it started with a B and end with a Y. If that came up now, oh my, come on, man. LJ, come on.
B and a Y, you lost me. Hold up, B and a Y.
It come from a woman.
Oh, you said
no.
P.
No, B. And an N with a Y.
Oh, what about it?
And two people make it. I said, right now, if that came in my life, oh my goodness. Are you in? That don't mean I don't love kids.
Yeah.
But are you insane?
I would never biologically tie myself to a slave.
It's too my focus. You just can't.
That would be a.
I couldn't do it now.
That would be horrible. That'd be horrible.
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
Yeah, that'd be.
So then I avoid those situations. You understand? I avoid putting myself in them situations.
You know what I realized too, Ken? I realized by doing that, having children at a young age, I had to pretty much stay in the same state she lived in.
Yeah.
I couldn't leave. If I want to be involved in my boys' lives, I could not leave. So now, not only that restricted the time in my life, it restricted me.
Well, your growth.
But as you see, once they were adult, I was out of that place. See ya. Boom.
See, now I'm going to tell you something now, if you really think about it. Now, you know how we talk about the taxes and all that stuff, and that's part of the system. So is kids.
Right.
Because when you have those kids, under worse circumstances, that's part of it. Because it does limit you to a point. And we ain't talking about if you love them, that's irrelevant. But it limits you what you can do, your fluidness. Okay, let's say you marry with kids and you live in Mexico, I don't know, whatever. And you got a phone call. Hey, we want you to be part of this company. You can be a third party, but we're going to triple your money. Can you move out here? Now you got to go, dang, can I sell this house? Can I see, come on, man.
Right.
Come on. You got to see life for what it is. I'm not saying you can't get married. That's not what There's a time and place. You got to do certain things. Man, I wish there were so many things we could tell young men at an early age.
Well, you got to remember what you're up against. You're up against
the system.
You got to remember the training.
Yeah.
Started with their grandparents, their parents, and then they're training their kids the same way. So you got to remember, you're working through all the only. I say like this: the only way, the reason why really, really young kids will get it, because they're actually still using math in grade school.
Right.
Because you got to think about it. If a kid in grade school were to watch my video, they would hear me, and they would probably turn to their parents and say, "He's using the same math we use in the class." That's what he would say.
Right.
Mommy, that's the math my teacher tells me to do. Piece of paper. That's what he's doing.
Yeah. I can't even really put it into words. Like, boy, what you're teaching in the SMD family, if there were just some way that we could bridge the gap and to teach these type of principles early, man, we would save a lot of lives, man.
Correct.
You got to think about literally, because see, when you don't have the right foundation and you're under certain circumstances, which I don't want to get into, but as a man and you don't have the foundation, the percentages, see, you gotta, they're not good, man. Okay, Bill Gates again. His foundation was beautiful.
Oh, his foundation's beautiful. I watched the story.
Yeah, come on, man.
I was like, got it.
I get it.
Get it. Totally get it.
It ain't so much. I read this book. What was it called? And it said a lot of the people that you find, like the Bill Gateses and stuff, a lot of it has to do with who came into their life.
Oh, that was clearly his parents. That was
yeah.
That story, that was clearly his parents. Clearly.
Dang, I'm trying to remember that book, man. But anyway, but there's certain factors. Okay, you have to have somewhat of intelligence. You can't be a fool now. But there has to be. Okay, let's say when Microsoft. Okay, I think it was Gates. I was reading the book, and they were saying the college he was going to at the time just so happened. I think he went to Michigan. I'm not sure if it was Bill Gates, but anyway, at the time he lucked up because that's when all that technology was starting, and he could have as much time in after class as he wanted to work on his craft. Because you know how the 10,000 hour rule.
Mm-hmm.
He was able to have an unlimited amount of time because that was one of only like 2 colleges in all of America. Mm-hmm. See, here we go again. See, some of it, you have some smart, but you have to have things that come into your life to enable you to get to where you understand what I'm trying to say? So some of this.
I'm thinking about, as you're saying it, right? This is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking the reason why young grade schoolers will get this, because technically they're not slaves yet. Right.
Their mind is open.
They hear this channel, it will click with them because they're like, hey, we used I just used that like in 5 3 years ago in grade school. That's nothing. And once they know that's all it takes, they're going to take off because they don't know what it's like to be a slave. Right. They don't know that they don't know yet. Yeah, they don't know.
See, you remember like back in the day when you used to use the syllabus? Remember the syllabus?
Yep.
And when you first started, it was very frustrating. But once you learned it, man, it was fun then, wasn't it? See?
You're right.
And now you having fun. You having fun learning. Think about what you're doing. Not only are you learning, you're having fun learning. Once you get to that state, come on, man.
Let me ask you something. Let me ask you this, Ken. What do you think? Because I know this exists.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think the schools and the colleges are for people whose parents that know?
Oof.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's not advertised. It can't be.
I'll tell you what. A lot of it has to do with like them Ivy League schools. Because I'll tell you why. A lot of it don't have to do with necessarily what you got on the test. A lot of them kids get in because they go by who, if your parents went to that school.
You think they have a test for kids that know?
Oof, I don't.
I bet they have to. They have to.
I don't know, man.
Or
I don't know.
maybe they will look at the way you answer the questions. Especially financially.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, if you know, you will answer financial questions very differently.
That's what I was just gonna say. You might get the same answers as some, but it's the way you might have went about getting the answer.
Correct.
Or the way you explain the answer.
You're right.
You see what I'm saying?
You're right.
Because like I always tell people, would you rather be in the 90 percentile smartness, or no, would you rather be 95% rated smartness and 75% quick-wittedness, or would you rather be quick-wittedness 95% and smart 75? I'm gonna tell you my answer. I'd rather be 95 quick-wittedness. And the reason I say, okay, look.
No, go ahead.
Did you get down the percentages I was saying?
No, what were we talking about?
Okay. Now, I said there's two options. Would you rather be in the 95 percentile when it comes to smartness, and then also be 75% quick-wittedness? Or the other option is 95% quick-wittedness and 75% smartness. And I say I'd rather be 95% quick thinking, because a lot of stuff that separates the good from the better is your quick creative thinking.
Oh, okay, I'm with you now.
You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, you can have, at some point there has to be a separator. Everybody can be smart,
right? But
your creativeness, that's what's the separator. You're unique.
And you know, when you say that, right? You know what pops in my mind? Who came up with the IQ test?
Exactly.
Who says if you score whatever that IQ test says you score, it says if you score this, you're smart. Nobody says
right.
Who said that?
Right. See, but let me tell you something.
What if I don't agree with it?
Let me tell you something. No matter what career field you might be, you could be even in sports. You can tell the people that are quick-wittedness. That becomes very evident real quick.
Yeah, real quick.
Now, you don't know necessarily who's smart, because we can't all take tests, but you can tell the people, man, he came up with that idea quick.
No, you know what?
Yeah.
I used to love getting along with people like that. And then when I used to get that, I used to go, oh, okay, you got it.
Because they're instinctive. They're instinctive.
Gotcha. Now I'm really with you. Okay.
See, that's part of your DNA. You can't go to school for that. Oh, no. And something else I figured out. Check this out.
I thought that was just normal for everybody.
No. Because check this out. Have you noticed, you look at people that are like considered top 5% in whatever they do, they're different, bro. 95% of them people are people that you would go, man, you weird. Yeah, to you, I would be weird because you're not me. You that's why them people don't worry about what you think. Because you're part of the sheep. You're part of the sheep.
Right.
See, that might be funny to some people, but they look at you like, wow, you don't get it.
Okay. Let's step outside the debt matrix for a second. Okay, let's step out. Now, when I look at public schools, I can see exactly what they're for.
Right.
They take a teacher, pay them a salary far less than what it cost them to go to school, which will immediately bury them.
Oh yeah.
Now they're trapped to accept that mediocre pay that they pay them. Because I'm telling you right now, they don't nearly, like with this homeschool shit, they don't pay teachers. They don't. They sure don't. They sure don't. I'd be like, you guys make how much? Oh man, you guys earn that. You guys deserve.
Because think about what they're responsible for.
I know, man. Oh, all this after-hour work and emailing and talking to parents. I'm like, they pay you guys how much? Oh, you guys deserve triple. Believe that.
Wow.
And how much?
Because you're on call, brother.
It costs you $100,000 to go to school to make $30,000. Something's wrong with that.
I know. I know.
I guarantee you this though, Ken. I guarantee you those teachers that work at the schools that know, can you imagine their salaries? I bet you it's like $500,000.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I guarantee it's like $500,000. Guarantee.
Yeah. The upper echelon. Yeah.
Oh yeah. For the people that it's not even nothing special. It's just the people that understand this knowledge here. That's taught everywhere, because they have to keep people that understand the system. They have to be there.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
People still have to be there.
Yeah. And
it's magnificent, man.
What you know what's so beautiful?
This came from a person or a family.
Yeah. Yeah.
What you think?
What's that?
You think it came from a person or a family?
No, what are you talking about?
That designed this system?
Ooh. No, I think this came from a group.
A group. Okay.
I think what I'm thinking, it originated from the forefathers. Think about it, because they implemented the taxes and stuff eventually. See, they was looking ahead. If there was growth and everything, they were already looking ahead. See, I would almost say they was ahead of their time.
Wait, because think about it this way, Ken. They had to say, we're going to take this piece of paper and we're going to make millions of people believe in it.
Yeah.
How are we going to make this paper? From the trees, you idiot. We're going to start it from there.
Right. And they probably said it just like that, you idiot.
Like that. From trees, you idiot. It's paper.
Yeah. Wasn't nobody laughing.
Believe in it.
Yeah.
But like I always say, Ken, this is the cold part, Ken. It's posted on their website of how much they made a $100 bill for. They made it for less than 20 cents.
Yep.
That's a $99.80 profit once they hand it to a slave.
Right.
How did they do something like that? How they do that?
That's what I'm saying. This is why I got to give them credit, man. The stuff they implemented years ago is still relevant today. They had the foresight, no matter how big this got, it still covered it. The Social Security numbers, man. Think about the taxes.
Check this out. Check this out, Ken. I watched last night. I watched on YouTube about the 1929 crash. Right?
Yeah.
Economic crash. But with this knowledge today, it's the same shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's all exactly the same, just a different time. It's all exactly the same.
Yep.
None of that shit was a surprise. None of it was a surprise. You could clearly see that was coming.
Well, they said every 50 years.
I think they do that because everything still evolves, right? Nobody can stop evolution, right?
Right.
So you would have to how would you take an entire system that was perfect for the previous evolution or whatever? It cannot coexist with the new one, right?
Yeah.
So you have to hit a restart. You have to hit.
That's what they do. Yeah.
They did. That's a restart.
It's brilliant. Brilliant.
That's man. That is brilliant. That is absolutely. That's generating and trillions of dollars above my pay grade.
Man. Think about.
No.
Here's what I'm trying to say, LJ. When they originated that years ago, do you understand the foresight you have to have?
Yeah.
You have to think beyond things that have even been created.
Yeah, you're right.
They weren't just thinking about today. They were thinking hundreds of years down the road.
Damn, nigga,
that's insanity. Think about that. These are the same laws in place. Yeah, there was some trinks here and there, but you get what I'm saying. That it. Now I was gonna say something, but I ain't gonna say it. But I don't want to get nobody upset. But to be honest with you, and don't take this to what I'm saying, folks, but that's the living Bible.
I don't even touch that.
I don't want to touch it neither. But what I'm saying,
oh yeah,
that's the Bible. That's the Bible of.
If you read it with these eyes, you're gonna be like, holy, oh my God,
man.
Oh man. You think I'm touching that with a 10-foot pole?
Put it this way. How do I say this? Let me re-say that. That would be almost what you would call the Bible of the economy. How about that? That's how you would say that. Because it is. You can't you can't get out of it. Once you're born, you're into it.
I ain't touching that.
You're given a social security number.
Oh yeah.
As soon as you're born.
No, Ken, that's your participation number, baby.
Yes.
You can't play without that number.
Now, what you do with it, that's up to you. But you're going to get that social security number.
No, you notice, never once in my life, Ken, I said to myself, why do I have this number? I never asked myself that, ever. Never.
When I was in the military, you know what they said? No matter what, I don't care what happens, Ken, you make sure that's around your neck. When I was in Desert Storm, I wonder why.
Yeah.
Because you know what? They don't say, oh man, Ken is dead. They pick up them social security. And they say, oh, hey, okay, read that off. Who is that? Oh, his name's Ken. That's the verification.
Who came up with that shit, man?
See, this is what bruh. That's
you go too deep, man. It's like, who came up with that?
It's so simple. It's so simple, though.
Who decided we're going to assign everybody a number, whoever's born here? You get a number. This is your number. Hey, man. That's massive. That's much
you got to give it to them.
That's much respect. Okay. Like when I look at the rules now, the tax rules, the IRS rules, you know what I say? I got it. Okay. Well, okay. I got to pay that when I do that. Okay. Well,
right.
I'll pretend like I didn't make it and didn't tell you about it. This is everything I did right here.
Okay. Look here. I try to keep it simple, right? So, okay. Remember I told you I'm getting ready to go into entrepreneurship. You know what? For me, what's required? Just like getting that your roadside assistance. I got to get that tax attorney.
Oh, tax attorney. Oh
yeah. I got. I'm not trying to do that.
Right, exactly. I ain't trying. But that tax attorney better be debt free though, because he ain't gonna get it.
Well, yeah, no question. Especially when we talking money. Think about it. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I would not hire a tax attorney. That's
no.
No. They can't see. They can't see what we see. They can't.
That's
see.
A requirement. That's a requirement.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
You be like, hey, how come you ain't hiring me? Because you don't own yourself. If you don't own yourself, you won't understand the tax laws. I promise you.
And check this. When they go, what do you mean? Okay, that verified that. You see what I mean? You see? Okay, I'll get with you. I'll get back at you because see, I just needed to know. That's all. Now I know.
Just verified it. What do you mean?
That's all.
Never mind. You just verified it.
That's all. See?
Oh,
thank you. You see? Thank you. Why'd you say that? See?
But they don't know they said that though. I mean, that's a and too far. I go slowly because if you go too fast trying to keep going back and back and back, you're gonna be like, okay.
Yep. You know what somebody told me?
Check
this out, LJ. You know what somebody told me? They go like this when I was starting this. Man, you don't have to worry about no tax attorney or nothing. Just start it. I said, okay, thank you. I'm getting all that in place before I do anything.
That's smart too. Very smart. Because I did.
Because I ain't gonna have the tax folks hit me up.
But you know, say it like this though. You know what I was thinking about? Say it like this. Say like you messed up. And you didn't, right? Even if it counts on if they caught you or you caught them, whatever, or they found you or you found them first or went to them first. Even if you did do that, they would know if you either fucked up or you just lying and cheating. You know what I'm saying?
But it's by your past history.
Yeah,
they can look at your books.
Oh, okay, you just didn't follow the rules here.
Right.
This penalty for that and blah blah.
Right.
But when you get those people that straight up steal, lie, cheat the IRS, none of the math is going to make sense ever. That's clear that they're doing that.
Check this out. I was listening to a YouTuber the other day. I listened to, and he was talking the difference between I don't want to get too deep, but S corp and all LLC, the difference. And he said when you get an S corp, the government has what they call percentages that you can pay yourself because now you're an employee of the business. Okay, that helps with the taxes. I don't want to get too deep, but he said, I will caution you. Don't go beyond a certain percentage. because you will be flagged because the IRS knows you're trying to get over. You get what?
And you know what's so crazy about that? This is what I say about that, Ken. Just follow the rules. Don't worry about anything else. Just follow the rules.
That's what I'm saying.
So now
you're not going
they have to caution
LJ. You ain't gonna beat the system.
Right. I'm just saying like that. Don't even have to be cautious. Are you following the rules? That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
And I'm following the rules. Forget that.
Oh, yeah. Ken, there's no reason to break them.
No.
There's absolutely no reason to break them at all. Don't cheat the IRS.
I ain't going down like that, bro. You think I went through all this to go down on something like that?
Exactly. Don't hide money. Don't pretend you didn't get in on your CashApp. Don't pretend that. No, you say, "Hey, IRS, this is everything."
Matter of fact, if they came knocking on my door, if I had a storefront and I knew it was them, I say, "Hey, come on in. We got some waters. What you need?" And I would welcome them.
Think about it, though, Ken. Think about how many millions of people are trying to cheat the system. You think they're going to knock on your door if you're following the rules? They're not going to knock on your door.
Come on, man.
They ain't going to come to your house. They're going to clearly, because they already have all the information. Why would they come give you a plaque?
That's like the reference I gave you about the police siren when I'm driving. I don't care about no police siren.
Right.
You see what I mean? Because I'm going to tell you, like I told you before, when they do happen to pull me over, which has been less than 5 times in my life, thankfully.
Right.
First thing when they walk up, I say, "Can I help you?" Before they say something. See, can I help you? You understand? Because I'm a law-abiding citizen. First of all, I pay my taxes. Can I help you? Because I'm paying your salary. Can I help you?
Exactly.
I'm a good guy. I'm not the bad guy. I want to get that understood real quick.
Yeah,
see me?
You know what's crazy you say that? When I hear those, I just look to pull over. Maybe they're passing by, emergency,
Don't matter to me.
Whenever I hear them, I don't think like, oh shit,
No.
Follow the rules. Follow the rules.
No. See? But yeah, man, let me get up. I would be on here longer. The only reason,
we got this 2 hours, man. I appreciate you, man. I really.
Well, no, the only reason I would have been rolling longer, but ever since I got them calls, I can barely hear you.
No, that's okay, man. 2 hours because I got to roll anyway.
Yeah.
Right, thank you again, sir.
You know this ain't nothing but an extended conversation that have to be on YouTube. That's all. This is how we roll anyway. See?
Exactly.
This is how we roll. I love it though. See? I love it. And like I say, I hope the people I hope they enjoy this because like I say, hey, if they enjoy it, I'll be more than welcome to come back on because we can have 2-hour conversations like it's 20 minutes to us.
See that we're gonna look at the response on this, man. I'm gonna see how Okay.
If it's good, let me know.
All right, man.
You be good, LJ.
All right, later.
Yeah.
Man, that was good. That was really good. That was really good. I enjoy those talks, man. I hope you guys are getting a lot out of it. I'm just trying to explain to you the financial system is not bad at all. It just, if you trust math, it's in your favor. If you don't, it's not. Okay. It just looks like it's bad when you don't trust math. Okay. So come on over here. I got the blueprint for you. I can save you a lot of time. The system's not holding you back. It's not doing anything bad to people. The financial system is not. It's not. You just have to own yourself. The system can't own you. Okay. You can't own the system, but the system don't allow the system to own you. You have to own yourself and use the system. Only people that own themselves get to use the system. If you don't own yourself, the system uses you. Got it? Like, let me give you a quick example, then I'm get off. Say like you have student loans, and then you have a house, and then you got a car you're making payments on, you got a mortgage, you got credit card payments. The system is using you. If your student loan debt is older than every single debt in your life, the system is using you. Okay, because everything outside of you doesn't exist. Put it this way, everything after your student loan debt doesn't exist. It's not there. It doesn't exist. I promise you. Okay. All right. You guys have a wonderful evening. All right. See you later.